Welcome to this life-changing journey. You're listening to How to Stay Calm, written and presented by Assets Investor. In a world that moves fast, where stress is constant and peace feels distant, this audiobook is your safe space, a place where your mind can breathe, a place to slow down, reflect, and rediscover your inner calm. Whether you're battling anxiety, overwhelmed by responsibilities, or simply searching for balance, you're in the right place. So, take a deep breath, let go of what's weighing you down, and allow this audiobook to guide you toward clarity, stillness, and unshakable peace. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Science Behind Calmness. Before we can master calmness, we must understand what it truly is. Calmness isn't simply the absence of noise or conflict. It is a powerful, practiced state of mental clarity and emotional balance. And more importantly, calmness is something you can train your brain to maintain, even in the middle of chaos. Deep inside your brain lies the amygdala, your brain's alarm system. This small, almond-shaped structure is responsible for triggering your fight or flight response. It's the part of your brain that reacts instantly to threats, whether it's a real danger like a car speeding toward you or an emotional stressor like a hurtful comment or financial pressure. The moment your amygdala senses a threat, it floods your body with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. Your heart beats faster, your muscles tense up, your mind races. This response kept our ancestors alive when survival depended on quick reactions. But in modern life, this system often misfires, reacting to non-life-threatening stressors, emails, arguments, deadlines, as if our lives were in danger. Now here's where it gets interesting. The amygdala doesn't work alone. It competes with another part of your brain called the prefrontal cortex. This is your brain's rational center, the part responsible for decision-making, logic, and emotional control. When your prefrontal cortex is in charge, you think clearly, plan effectively, and respond calmly. But when your amygdala takes over, reason shuts down, and you become reactive. So calmness, at its core, is about shifting control from the amygdala to the prefrontal cortex. The key to doing that is awareness. The moment you notice that you're starting to feel anxious, angry, or overwhelmed, pause. That pause is powerful. In that moment, you're interrupting the automatic stress response. You're giving your prefrontal cortex a chance to take back control. Let's look at some powerful science-backed tools that help calm the brain. 1. Deep breathing. Your breath is directly linked to your nervous system. Fast, shallow breathing activates the sympathetic nervous system, your stress mode. Slow, deep breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, your calm mode. Try this simple technique called box breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale for 4 seconds. Hold again for 4 seconds. Repeat this for 2 to 3 minutes. You'll feel the shift almost instantly. 2. Mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness teaches you to observe your thoughts without reacting. It rewires your brain over time, reducing the size of your amygdala and strengthening the connections between it and the prefrontal cortex. Even just 10 minutes a day can make a measurable difference in how you respond to stress. 3. Name the emotion. When you're triggered, say to yourself, "I'm feeling anxious," or "I'm feeling frustrated." This simple act engages your logical brain. It gives your prefrontal cortex a chance to step in and process what's happening. Studies show that labeling your emotions reduces their intensity. 4. Visualize calm. Close your eyes and imagine a peaceful place, a beach, a forest, a quiet room. Visualizing calm activates the same areas in your brain as actually being in a calm place. It tells your nervous system you're safe. 5. Practice gratitude. When you focus on what you're thankful for, you shift your brain out of threat mode. Gratitude increases dopamine and serotonin, the brain's feel-good chemicals, and creates a calm, uplifted state. Now here's something most people overlook. Calmness is a habit. It's not something you access only in moments of crisis. You must build it daily. Just like physical strength comes from regular workouts, emotional calm comes from consistent practice. Let's break it down simply. Stress, amygdala hijack. Calm equals prefrontal cortex leadership. The bridge between them equals daily awareness and tools. You are not broken. You are not weak because you get overwhelmed. You are human. But you can train yourself to become more emotionally resilient. That is the purpose of this journey. Remember, calmness is not passive. It is the decision to respond wisely when your instincts scream to react wildly. Let's take an example. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. Horns are blaring. You're late for work. Your amygdala says, panic, get angry, blame someone. But your prefrontal cortex can say, I can't control this traffic, but I can control how I use this time. Maybe I'll listen to an audiobook or call a loved one. That shift in mindset doesn't happen by accident. It happens because you trained for it. You're already doing that right now, just by listening to this. Another truth to hold on to: the calmer your mind, the stronger your choices. Because calmness improves your decision-making, it helps you sleep better, it improves relationships, it boosts your immune system, it protects your energy, and most importantly, it gives you control over the only thing you truly own, your inner world. So from today, start practicing calmness like a daily ritual. Treat it like a muscle. Breathe deeper. Slow down. Pause before reacting. Observe your mind. Build the bridge between reactivity and peace. You're not here just to survive life. You're here to rise above it with grace, wisdom, and calm power. This is the science behind calmness. But from the next chapter, we move into application, into understanding what disrupts our calm and how to manage it. Let's move forward. Chapter 2. Recognize your triggers. One of the most important steps on the path to staying calm is understanding what disrupts your calmness in the first place. You cannot disarm a bomb if you don't know what triggers it. Similarly, you cannot manage your stress and emotions effectively if you don't know what sets off your anxiety or anger. Triggers are those specific events, situations, words, or even thoughts that cause your emotional alarm system to go off. They are the sparks that ignite the fire of stress, frustration, or panic within you. But here's the crucial thing: triggers are deeply personal. What triggers one person might have no effect on another. That's because triggers are tied to your own past experiences, beliefs, and vulnerabilities. For example, someone might be triggered by criticism at work because it reminds them of a time they were unfairly judged in childhood. Another person might feel calm in the same situation because they have a different history and mindset. So to truly stay calm, you need to recognize your triggers with clarity and honesty. Let's explore this process in detail. What are triggers? Triggers can come in many forms: external events, like an angry tone in someone's voice, a car cutting you off in traffic, or a chaotic environment. Internal thoughts, such as worrying about the future, replaying past mistakes, or negative self-talk. Physical sensations, a racing heart, shallow breathing, or muscle tightness can themselves be triggers because your body reacts first, often before your mind even understands what's happening. Social interactions, arguments, feeling ignored, or feeling judged can be major triggers. Environmental factors, loud noises, clutter, or even certain smells can create unease. Each of these can activate your amygdala, the brain's alarm system, and set off your stress response. Why identifying triggers matters. Why is it so important to identify your triggers? Because once you know what sets you off, you gain power. Imagine you're walking through a minefield blindfolded. Each step could set off an explosion, but once you remove the blindfold and see where the mines are, you can carefully avoid stepping on them. Similarly, when you recognize your triggers, you can prepare your mind and body to respond differently. You can build coping strategies, change your environment, or even work on healing the wounds behind those triggers. Knowing your triggers helps you avoid unnecessary stress when possible, respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively, communicate better with others about your needs, build emotional resilience over time. How to recognize your triggers. Recognizing triggers requires awareness and self-observation. Here are some effective ways to do that. 1. Keep a calmness journal. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to reflect on moments when you felt upset, anxious, or angry. Ask yourself, what exactly happened right before I felt this way? Was there a particular person, event, or thought that set off these feelings? How did my body feel? Was my heart racing, my jaw clenched, or my breath shallow? How did I respond? Did I react immediately or pause? Write down your answers honestly. Over time, patterns will emerge. You might notice certain situations or people consistently trigger you. This journal doesn't need to be long or perfect. It's simply a tool for growing awareness, and awareness is the foundation of calmness. 2. Tune into your body. Your body often senses stress before your mind does. This is because your nervous system reacts faster than your conscious thoughts. Next time you feel uneasy or upset, pause and ask yourself, where do I feel this in my body? Is my chest tight? Are my hands clenched? Is my breathing shallow? These physical sensations are your first clues that a trigger has been activated. The moment you catch them, you can step back mentally and prevent being swept away by an emotional storm. 3. Notice your thoughts. Often it's not just what happens to us, but how we interpret it that triggers stress. For example, if someone is late to a meeting, you might think, they don't respect me. This thought triggers anger or frustration. But another person might think maybe they got caught in traffic. This thought keeps them calm. Try to catch the story your mind is telling itself when you feel triggered. Are these thoughts facts or just interpretations? This awareness can help you challenge unhelpful thinking and stay calm. 4. Practice non-judgmental awareness. When you identify your triggers, it's common to feel frustrated or ashamed. Why do I get so upset over small things? You might ask yourself. But calmness grows from self-compassion, not self-criticism. Remember, triggers come from deep within your brain's survival system and past experiences. You are not weak for having them. You are human. So practice observing your triggers with kindness and curiosity instead of judgment. Examples of common triggers. To give you a clearer picture, here are some common triggers people face. Work stress, tight deadlines, difficult bosses, or fear of failure. Family dynamics, arguments, feeling misunderstood, or unresolved conflicts. Social anxiety, fear of judgment, rejection, or public speaking. Financial worries, bills, debts, or job insecurity. Health concerns, pain, fatigue, or chronic illness. Unexpected changes, sudden plans, surprises, or uncertainty. None of these triggers are inherently bad, but how you respond to them determines whether you stay calm or spiral into stress. Planning for your triggers. Once you know your triggers, you can create a plan. For example, if traffic jams trigger your anger, consider these strategies. Leave earlier to avoid rush hour. Listen to calming music or an interesting podcast. Practice deep breathing while driving. Reframe your thinking. This is my time to relax, not to stress. If a specific person triggers you, set boundaries. Communicate calmly about what upsets you. Prepare mentally before interacting. If you're triggered by negative thoughts, use techniques like journaling, meditation, or cognitive reframing to shift your mindset. The key is not to avoid all triggers, they are part of life, but to be ready to meet them with calm and confidence. The power of awareness. Let's come back to one powerful truth. Calmness begins with awareness. When you know your triggers, you take away their power to control you. You create space between the trigger and your reaction. That space is where calm lives. This space lets your prefrontal cortex step in, reason takes charge, and you respond with wisdom instead of emotion. Summary of Chapter 2. Triggers are personal emotional landmines that activate stress. Recognizing your triggers gives you power over your reactions. Keep a calmness journal to identify patterns. Tune into your body's early stress signals. Notice and challenge your thoughts. Practice kindness toward yourself when triggers arise. Create plans to manage or minimize trigger impact. Remember, awareness is the first step to calmness. Chapter 3. Breathing and body awareness. When it comes to staying calm, one of the most powerful tools you have at your immediate disposal is your own breath. Breathing is something you do naturally and unconsciously every moment of your life. Yet most people underestimate the power of conscious breathing to transform their emotional state and bring them back to calm. Alongside breath-body awareness, the ability to tune into the sensations, tensions, and feelings within your body is another key pillar in managing stress and cultivating calmness. Together, breathing and body awareness form the foundation of many ancient and modern calming practices, from meditation to yoga to cognitive behavioral techniques. Why breath matters. Let's begin by understanding why breath is so important. Your breath is the bridge between your conscious mind and your autonomic nervous system, the part of your nervous system that controls involuntary functions like heart rate, digestion, and the stress response. When you are stressed or anxious, your breathing tends to become shallow, fast, and irregular. This kind of breathing sends a signal to your brain that there is danger. It activates the amygdala and keeps you stuck in the fight or flight mode. On the other hand, when you breathe slowly, deeply, and rhythmically, it tells your brain that you are safe. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system, also called the rest and digest system, which helps your body relax, lowers your heart rate, and calms your mind. So by consciously controlling your breath, you can consciously control your stress response. The science of breath control. Research shows that slow, deep breathing can reduce cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone, and lower blood pressure. It can improve focus, reduce feelings of anxiety, and even help regulate emotions. There are many breathing techniques used across different cultures and therapies, but the simplest ones often produce the most powerful results. Basic breathing exercise, the 4-7-8 technique. Let's try a simple and effective breathing exercise you can do anywhere. Sit or lie down comfortably. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so. Breathe in quietly through your nose for a count of 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 7 seconds. Exhale slowly and completely through your mouth for 8 seconds, making a gentle whooshing sound. Repeat this cycle 4 to 6 times. This exercise slows down your heart rate and calms your nervous system within minutes. It's especially useful when you feel overwhelmed or triggered. Body awareness. Listening to your physical self. While breath is the most direct way to affect your nervous system, body awareness helps you notice where tension and stress are stored in your body. Most people carry stress physically: tight shoulders, clenched jaws, tense necks, or aching backs. Often this tension goes unnoticed until it causes discomfort or pain. By cultivating body awareness, you become able to catch stress early and release it before it overwhelms you. Simple body scan exercise. Here's a basic body scan to increase your awareness. Find a quiet place to sit or lie down. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Bring your attention to your feet. Notice any sensations: warmth, tingling, tension, or relaxation. Slowly move your attention up your body to your calves, knees, thighs. Notice each area without trying to change anything, just observe. Continue this gentle attention up through your abdomen, chest, back, shoulders, arms, neck, and finally your head. If you notice any tightness or discomfort, try to breathe into that area, imagining the tension softening and melting away with each exhale. Practicing this regularly helps you stay connected to your body and catch stress before it escalates. Combining breath and body awareness. One of the most effective ways to stay calm is to combine these two practices. When you feel a stressful moment coming on, whether it's a difficult conversation, a long line, or an anxious thought, pause for a moment. Close your eyes if you can. Take a few slow, deep breaths and scan your body for tension. Focus your breath into the tense areas and allow them to soften. This simple but powerful technique brings your mind into the present moment and interrupts the stress cycle. Tips for making breathing and body awareness a habit. Set reminders. Use your phone or watch to remind you to pause and breathe 3 to 5 times a day. Even 1 minute of focused breathing can build calmness over time. Practice daily. The more regularly you practice, the easier it becomes to access calm in stressful moments. Use triggers as cues. Once you recognize your triggers from the last chapter, use them as cues to immediately engage in breathing and body awareness. Incorporate movement, gentle stretches, yoga, or walking while focusing on your breath and body can deepen your calmness. Be patient. Like any skill, breathing and body awareness take practice. You might not feel immediate results every time, but over days and weeks, you will notice greater emotional stability. The bigger picture, why these practices work. By consciously controlling your breath and tuning into your body, you are engaging your prefrontal cortex, the brain's center of rational thinking and self-control. You are sending a clear message to your amygdala that there is no danger. This shifts your brain's response from reactive to reflective. Over time, these practices don't just calm you in the moment. They reshape your brain's wiring, helping you become naturally calmer and more resilient. Summary of Chapter 3. Breathing controls the bridge between your conscious mind and nervous system. Slow, deep breathing activates your body's relaxation response. The 4-7-8 breathing technique is a simple, powerful tool. Body awareness helps you notice and release physical tension. Combining breath and body awareness interrupts stress cycles immediately. Consistent practice builds lasting calmness and emotional strength. As you continue this audiobook, keep practicing your breathing and body awareness. These tools will serve as your anchor in the storm of life's challenges. Chapter 4. Mindfulness and Meditation. In our fast-paced, constantly connected world, our minds are often flooded with thoughts about the past, worries about the future, and endless distractions. This mental noise can increase stress and make staying calm feel like an impossible task. That's where mindfulness and meditation come in. Powerful practices that train your mind to focus, relax, and stay present. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is the simple practice of paying full attention to the present moment, without judgment or distraction. It means noticing what's happening inside you and around you right now. For example, when you eat mindfully, you truly taste and feel the food instead of rushing through the meal while your mind wanders. When you listen mindfully, you focus completely on the person speaking instead of thinking about what you'll say next. Mindfulness is not about stopping thoughts or emptying the mind. It's about observing thoughts and feelings as they come and go without getting caught up in them. How mindfulness helps you stay calm. By focusing on the present moment, mindfulness breaks the cycle of rumination, repeatedly thinking about stressful past events or worrying about future problems. When your mind is fully in the now, there's less room for anxiety and fear. Mindfulness also helps you notice the early signs of stress, tension in your shoulders, a racing heart, or shallow breathing. This awareness gives you the chance to respond calmly before stress escalates. Meditation, a tool for mindfulness. Meditation is a structured practice that helps cultivate mindfulness. It's like gym training for your brain. There are many types of meditation, but most involve sitting quietly and focusing your attention on one thing, your breath, a word called a mantra, sounds, or even your body sensations. The goal is not to stop thinking, but to gently bring your attention back whenever it wanders. Basic meditation technique for beginners. Let's try a simple meditation you can practice anywhere. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably with your back straight but relaxed. Close your eyes gently or keep them softly focused on a spot. Take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. Focus your attention on your breath, the feeling of air entering and leaving your nostrils, or the rise and fall of your chest. When your mind wanders, and it will, gently bring your attention back to your breath without judgment. Start with 5 minutes and gradually increase to 10, 15, or even 20 minutes daily. Even a few minutes daily can make a significant difference over time. Scientific benefits of mindfulness and meditation. Research confirms the power of mindfulness and meditation to reduce stress and improve emotional regulation. Studies show decreased activity in the amygdala, meaning lower stress responses, increased thickness and activity in the prefrontal cortex, enhancing decision-making and emotional control. Reduced levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. Improved immune system functioning, greater feelings of well-being and life satisfaction. Practical ways to practice mindfulness in daily life. Meditation is great, but you can also bring mindfulness into daily activities. Mindful walking. Focus on the sensation of your feet touching the ground, the movement of your legs, the sounds around you. Mindful eating. Savor each bite. Notice textures, flavors, and smells. Mindful listening. Truly listen without interrupting or planning a response. Mindful pauses. Throughout the day, pause for a moment and take 3 deep breaths, feeling your body and mind reset. Overcoming common challenges. Many beginners struggle with meditation because their mind feels too busy or they feel restless. It's normal for the mind to wander. This is part of the process. Be kind to yourself. Meditation is not about perfection, but practice. Start small and build gradually. Even 2 to 3 minutes counts. Experiment with guided meditations available in apps or online to support your practice. Integrating mindfulness into your calmness toolbox. Mindfulness and meditation complement the breathing and body awareness techniques from earlier chapters perfectly. Together, they create a strong foundation for emotional resilience. Remember, calmness is a muscle. The more you exercise it through mindfulness, the stronger and more natural it becomes. Summary of Chapter 4. Mindfulness means paying attention fully to the present moment without judgment. It breaks the cycle of worry and rumination, reducing anxiety. Meditation is a structured practice to cultivate mindfulness. Even a few minutes of meditation daily can reshape your brain and lower stress. Mindfulness can be practiced anytime, anywhere through simple everyday activities. Be patient and kind with yourself as you build this new habit. As you continue your journey to staying calm, make mindfulness and meditation a regular part of your routine. These practices will help you find peace amidst chaos and stay centered no matter what challenges come your way. Chapter 5. Positive Thinking and Affirmations. Our thoughts hold incredible power. The way we think about ourselves, our circumstances, and the world around us can either fuel our stress and anxiety or help us find calm and strength. In this chapter, we explore how positive thinking and affirmations can be powerful tools to maintain calmness and build emotional resilience. The power of your thoughts. Have you ever noticed how a single negative thought can spiral out of control? Maybe you made a small mistake at work, and suddenly you're thinking, "I'm terrible at my job," or "I'll never succeed." These thoughts create a feedback loop that increases stress, anxiety, and self-doubt. On the other hand, when you train your mind to focus on positive and realistic thoughts, it can dramatically reduce your stress levels. Positive thinking doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It means approaching life's challenges with a mindset that fosters hope, confidence, and calm. Understanding cognitive distortions. Our brains have a natural tendency to fall into negative thinking patterns, often called cognitive distortions. These distortions exaggerate the negative and minimize the positive. Common examples include catastrophizing, expecting the worst-case scenario; all-or-nothing thinking, seeing situations in black and white terms, no middle ground; overgeneralization, believing that a single negative event will always happen; personalization, blaming yourself for things outside your control. Recognizing these distortions is the first step toward changing your thought patterns and calming your mind. How positive thinking helps you stay calm. When you shift your focus to positive thoughts, your brain releases chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, the feel-good neurotransmitters. These help lower stress hormones and promote feelings of peace and well-being. Positive thinking also enhances your prefrontal cortex activity, which improves emotional regulation, problem-solving, and decision-making. In other words, thinking positively can literally change your brain chemistry and wiring for the better. What are affirmations? Affirmations are positive, empowering statements that you repeat to yourself to challenge and overcome negative thoughts. They are simple phrases designed to influence your subconscious mind and reinforce a calm, confident mindset. Examples of affirmations include, "I am calm and in control." "I handle challenges with grace and patience." "Every breath I take brings me peace." "I choose to focus on what I can control." "I'm stronger than my stress." How to use affirmations effectively. To make affirmations work, repetition and belief are key. Here's a simple process. Choose affirmations that resonate with you and your goals for calmness. Repeat them daily, ideally in the morning and before bed. You can say them aloud, write them down, or silently repeat them in your mind. Visualize the meaning behind your affirmations. Imagine yourself calm, confident, and peaceful as you say them. Use affirmations during stressful moments to quickly regain your composure and shift your mindset. Scientific evidence behind affirmations. Studies show that affirmations can reduce stress, increase motivation, and improve overall well-being. When you repeat affirmations, you activate brain regions associated with self-processing and valuation, reinforcing your belief in the positive statements. Affirmations can also buffer your brain against stress and help you bounce back faster from setbacks. Practical tips for cultivating positive thinking. Practice gratitude. Each day, write down 3 things you are grateful for. Gratitude shifts your focus to the good in life and reduces negativity. Challenge negative thoughts. When you notice a negative thought, ask yourself, "Is this really true? What evidence do I have? Is there another way to see this?" Surround yourself with positivity. Engage with people who uplift and encourage you. Read books or listen to podcasts that inspire calm and confidence. Limit negative media. Be mindful of how news, social media, and entertainment affect your mood and thoughts. Common challenges and how to overcome them. At first, positive thinking and affirmations may feel unnatural or forced. Negative thoughts can be stubborn. Remember, change takes time. Be patient with yourself. Keep practicing even if it feels awkward. The more you repeat positive thoughts, the more natural they become. Combine affirmations with other calming practices like breathing and mindfulness for stronger effects. Summary of Chapter 5. Thoughts have a powerful influence on your emotions and stress levels. Cognitive distortions can trap you in negative thinking loops. Positive thinking shifts brain chemistry to promote calm and well-being. Affirmations are simple, positive statements that reinforce calm and confidence. Use affirmations daily and during stressful moments to reprogram your mindset. Cultivate gratitude, challenge negative thoughts, and surround yourself with positivity. Be patient and consistent in your practice. By cultivating positive thinking and using affirmations, you build a mental environment where calmness thrives. This mindset becomes your anchor during life's storms, helping you stay grounded and resilient. Chapter 6. Physical health and its impact on calmness. When we think about staying calm, many of us focus only on the mind, our thoughts, feelings, and mental habits. While mental practices like mindfulness and positive thinking are crucial, the role of your physical health in maintaining calmness is just as important. Your body and mind are deeply connected, and how you treat your body directly influences your emotional state. In this chapter, we'll explore how exercise, nutrition, and sleep contribute to a calm, balanced mind, and practical steps you can take to optimize your physical health for lasting calmness. The mind-body connection. The mind and body communicate constantly through chemical signals, nerves, and hormones. When you are physically healthy, your brain functions better, your mood improves, and your resilience to stress increases. Conversely, poor physical health, whether from inactivity, poor diet, or lack of sleep, can amplify stress hormones, worsen anxiety, and make it harder to stay calm. Exercise, nature's stress reliever. Exercise is one of the most effective ways to reduce stress and boost calmness. When you exercise, your body releases endorphins, natural chemicals that promote feelings of happiness and relaxation. This is often called the runner's high, but it's not just runners who benefit. Any form of movement can help. Regular physical activity also lowers levels of cortisol, the primary stress hormone, and increases serotonin, which helps regulate mood. Types of exercise for calmness. You don't need to become a gym fanatic to enjoy the benefits. Here are some forms of exercise especially good for calming the mind. Walking. A brisk walk outdoors, especially in nature, can clear your mind and reduce stress. Yoga combines physical movement with breath control and mindfulness, making it excellent for emotional balance. Stretching. Simple stretching can relieve muscle tension caused by stress. Swimming, cycling, or dancing, any activity that gets your body moving and your heart rate up helps. Tai Chi and Qigong. These gentle martial arts focus on slow, controlled movements and deep breathing, promoting calm. Nutrition, fueling calmness from within. What you eat has a direct impact on your brain chemistry and emotional state. Poor nutrition can lead to blood sugar spikes and crashes, inflammation, and deficiencies in key nutrients, all of which can worsen anxiety and stress. Foods that promote calmness. To support a calm mind, focus on foods that nourish your brain and body. Omega-3 fatty acids. Found in fatty fish like salmon, flax seeds, and walnuts, omega-3s help reduce inflammation and support brain health. Magnesium-rich foods. Magnesium helps relax muscles and calm the nervous system. Sources include spinach, pumpkin seeds, and dark chocolate. Complex carbohydrates, whole grains, legumes, and vegetables provide steady energy and help maintain balanced blood sugar levels. Antioxidant-rich fruits and vegetables, berries, leafy greens, and colorful veggies fight oxidative stress and support brain function. Herbal teas, chamomile, lavender, and green tea have calming properties. Foods to limit or avoid. Certain foods can increase anxiety and stress. Excessive caffeine can overstimulate your nervous system. Sugary and processed foods can cause energy crashes and inflammation. Alcohol, though sometimes used as a stress reliever, actually disrupts sleep, and increases anxiety over time. Sleep, the foundation of calmness. Good quality sleep is essential for emotional regulation and mental clarity. When you don't get enough restful sleep, your brain's ability to manage stress weakens. The amygdala becomes more reactive and the prefrontal cortex less effective at controlling emotions. Tips for better sleep. Maintain a consistent sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Create a calming bedtime routine. Dim lights, avoid screens an hour before sleep, and practice relaxation techniques like deep breathing. Make your sleep environment comfortable. A cool, dark, and quiet room helps. Limit stimulants. Avoid caffeine and heavy meals close to bedtime. Manage stress. Use mindfulness or journaling to clear your mind before bed. Integrating physical health habits for calmness. Building a calm mind requires caring for your body consistently. Here's a simple daily checklist. Move your body for at least 30 minutes. Eat balanced meals rich in brain-supporting nutrients. Drink plenty of water. Prioritize at least 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. Practice relaxation techniques before bed. Summary of Chapter 6. The mind and body are deeply connected. Physical health impacts emotional calmness. Exercise releases endorphins and reduces stress hormones. A balanced diet rich in omega-3s, magnesium, and antioxidants supports brain health. Limiting caffeine, sugar, and alcohol helps maintain calm. Quality sleep is crucial for emotional regulation and stress management. Developing healthy habits in exercise, nutrition, and sleep creates a foundation for lasting calmness. Chapter 7. Building supportive relationships. Human beings are social creatures. From the moment we are born, our interactions with others shape our emotions, our thoughts, and our overall mental health. When it comes to staying calm, one of the most powerful yet often overlooked tools is the quality of our relationships. In this chapter, we will explore why supportive relationships are essential for calmness, how social connections affect your brain and body, and practical steps to cultivate relationships that strengthen your peace of mind. Why relationships matter for calmness. When you face stress, having people you can rely on, friends, family, or colleagues, can make a huge difference in how you cope. Supportive relationships provide emotional comfort, practical help, and a sense of belonging, all of which buffer against anxiety and overwhelm. Studies show that people with strong social networks tend to have lower levels of stress hormones like cortisol. They recover faster from stressful events and report higher levels of happiness and life satisfaction. The science behind social support. The brain has special areas dedicated to social interaction, like the insular and anterior cingulate cortex, which regulate empathy, bonding, and emotional understanding. Positive social interactions release oxytocin, often called the love hormone, or bonding hormone, which promotes feelings of trust and relaxation. Oxytocin helps reduce the activity of the amygdala, the brain's stress alarm system, making it easier to stay calm. In essence, good relationships help calm your brain biologically. Signs of supportive relationships. Supportive relationships are characterized by trust, feeling safe to share your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Empathy, knowing the other person understands and cares about your experiences. Reliability, having someone who is there for you consistently in good times and bad. Mutual respect, both parties value each other's feelings, boundaries, and needs, building strong support systems. If you feel your current relationships are not supportive or you want to build stronger bonds, here are practical tips. 1. Communicate openly and honestly. Express your feelings clearly and listen actively. When you share your vulnerabilities, it deepens connections. 2. Spend quality time. Relationships need time to grow. Schedule regular moments to connect, whether it's a phone call, a walk, or simply sitting down without distractions. 3. Show appreciation. Express gratitude and kindness regularly. Small acts of appreciation strengthen bonds and make people feel valued. 4. Set healthy boundaries. Respect your own limits and communicate them clearly. Boundaries create safe spaces in relationships, reducing stress. 5. Seek and offer support. Don't hesitate to ask for help when you need it, and be ready to offer support to others. Helping others can increase your own sense of calm and purpose. Dealing with toxic relationships. Not all relationships are beneficial. Toxic relationships, those that drain you emotionally, cause conflict or undermine your well-being, can increase stress and disrupt your calm. If you recognize toxic patterns, such as constant criticism, manipulation, or disrespect, it's important to set boundaries or distance yourself when possible. Protecting your peace may mean limiting contact or seeking outside help. Expanding your social circle. If you find yourself isolated or lacking supportive relationships, take steps to expand your social circle. Join clubs, groups, or classes that interest you. Volunteer for causes you care about. Attend community events or social gatherings. Use online platforms to connect with like-minded people. Building new relationships takes time and effort, but the reward is a stronger support network and greater calmness. The role of professional support. Sometimes, despite our best efforts, we need professional help to manage stress and build healthy relationships. Therapists, counselors, and support groups offer guidance, tools, and safe spaces to work through challenges. Seeking professional support is a sign of strength, not weakness. It shows your commitment to your mental health and calmness. Summary of Chapter 7. Supportive relationships reduce stress and promote calm by releasing calming brain chemicals like oxytocin. Trust, empathy, reliability, and respect are hallmarks of healthy relationships. Open communication, quality time, appreciation, and boundaries build strong support systems. Toxic relationships increase stress and should be managed carefully. Expanding your social network through shared interests and community can enhance your calm. Professional help is valuable when dealing with complex emotional or relational issues. By nurturing supportive relationships, you create a powerful foundation for calmness that carries you through life's ups and downs. In the next chapter, we will dive into mindfulness and meditation techniques that further strengthen your ability to stay calm and centered. Chapter 8. Mindfulness and meditation for calmness. When life feels overwhelming, one of the most powerful tools you can develop is the ability to be fully present, right here, right now, without judgment. This is the essence of mindfulness. Alongside mindfulness, meditation serves as a structured practice to train your mind to focus, relax, and respond to stress with calmness rather than reactivity. In this chapter, we'll explore what mindfulness and meditation really are, how they calm your brain, and practical ways you can incorporate these life-changing habits into your daily routine. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is the simple yet profound practice of paying attention on purpose to the present moment. It means noticing your thoughts, emotions, sensations, and surroundings without trying to change them or judge them as good or bad. When you are mindful, you stop living on autopilot or getting lost in worries about the past or future. Instead, you anchor yourself in the present moment, which is the only place where true calm exists. How mindfulness calms the brain. Mindfulness helps calm your amygdala, the brain's stress alarm center, by increasing activity in the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for rational thought and emotional regulation. Studies using brain imaging show that regular mindfulness practice actually changes brain structure. It thickens areas associated with attention, self-awareness, and compassion, while shrinking areas related to stress and anxiety. Simply put, mindfulness rewires your brain to respond to stress more calmly and thoughtfully. What is meditation? Meditation is a formal practice that often uses mindfulness as its foundation. It involves dedicating a specific time and place to focus your attention, often on your breath, a mantra, or sensations in your body. Meditation trains your mind to gently let go of distractions and return to the present moment again and again. This repeated practice builds your ability to stay calm not only during meditation, but throughout your day. Benefits of meditation for calmness. Reduces stress and anxiety. Meditation lowers cortisol levels and quiets the mind's racing thoughts. Improves focus and clarity. You become better at concentrating and making calm decisions. Enhances emotional resilience. You respond to challenges with patience and kindness rather than frustration or fear. Improves sleep quality. Many people find it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep after meditation. Simple mindfulness techniques to get started. You don't need to sit for hours or be an expert. Here are some simple ways to bring mindfulness into your daily life. 1. Mindful breathing. Focus your attention on your breath. Notice the sensation of air entering and leaving your nostrils, or the rise and fall of your chest. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back. 2. Body scan. Slowly bring awareness to different parts of your body, noticing any tension or relaxation. This practice connects you with physical sensations and promotes relaxation. 3. Mindful eating. Eat slowly, savoring each bite. Notice the textures, flavors, and smells. This slows down your pace and grounds you in the present. 4. Mindful walking. Pay attention to each step, how your feet feel touching the ground, the movement of your legs, and the environment around you. Guided meditation practice. Here's a simple meditation you can try right now. Find a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes if you like. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold for a moment, then exhale slowly through your mouth. Continue to breathe naturally. Focus on the sensation of your breath. If thoughts come, notice them without judgment and gently return your focus to your breath. Do this for 5 to 10 minutes. When you finish, open your eyes slowly and take a moment to notice how you feel. Overcoming common challenges. Many beginners feel their minds are too busy or worry they are doing mindfulness wrong. Remember, mindfulness isn't about emptying your mind, but noticing when your mind wanders and gently guiding it back. Start small, just a few minutes a day, and gradually increase your practice. Consistency matters more than duration. Integrating mindfulness into daily life. Beyond formal meditation, mindfulness can be woven into daily activities. When washing your hands, feel the water, the soap scent, and the movement of your fingers. While waiting in line, notice your breath and sensations instead of reaching for your phone. During conversations, listen fully without planning your response. These moments add up and build a calm, centered mind. Summary of Chapter 8. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present and non-judgmental in the moment. Meditation is a formal practice to train your mind to focus and relax. Both practices calm the amygdala and strengthen the prefrontal cortex, helping you manage stress. Simple mindfulness techniques include mindful breathing, body scans, mindful eating, and walking. Starting small and being patient with yourself is key to building a sustainable practice. Mindfulness can be integrated into everyday activities for continuous calmness. By developing mindfulness and meditation habits, you create a powerful mental toolkit for staying calm no matter what life throws your way. In the next chapter, we'll look at how setting goals and managing time effectively can reduce stress and enhance your calm. Chapter 9. Goal Setting and Time Management for Calmness. One of the biggest sources of stress and anxiety in our lives comes from feeling overwhelmed, having too much to do, too little time, and unclear priorities. When tasks pile up or goals seem out of reach, your mind can spiral into worry and tension. This chapter will explore how effective goal setting and time management are not just productivity hacks. They are essential tools to maintain your calm and regain control over your day and your emotions. Why goal setting helps you stay calm. Goals give your life direction and purpose. When you know what you want to achieve, you can focus your energy, reduce distractions, and avoid the stress of aimlessness. However, not all goals reduce stress. Setting unrealistic or vague goals can actually increase anxiety. That's why it's important to set clear, achievable, and meaningful goals that motivate you without overwhelming you. SMART goals, a framework for success. One of the most effective ways to set goals is using the SMART framework. SMART stands for specific, define exactly what you want to accomplish. Measurable, ensure you can track your progress. Achievable, set goals that are challenging but realistic. Relevant, choose goals that align with your values and priorities. Time-bound, set a clear deadline to create urgency and focus. For example, instead of saying, "I want to be healthier," a SMART goal would be, "I will walk for 30 minutes, 5 days a week, for the next 3 months. Breaking down big goals into manageable tasks. Big goals can feel overwhelming. The secret is to break them down into smaller, actionable steps. This approach makes progress visible and manageable, reducing feelings of stress. For example, if your goal is to write a book, break it down into steps like research your topic, outline chapters, write 500 words daily, edit 1 chapter per week. Each small success builds confidence and calm. The role of prioritization. Not all tasks are equally important. Learning to prioritize helps you focus on what truly matters and avoid wasting energy on low-impact activities. A useful tool is the Eisenhower matrix, which divides tasks into 4 categories. Urgent and important. Do these tasks immediately. Important but not urgent. Schedule time to do these. Urgent but not important. Delegate if possible. Neither urgent nor important. Minimize or eliminate these tasks. Prioritizing helps reduce the stress of a long to-do list by focusing your efforts where they count most. Time management techniques to maintain calm. Effective time management isn't about squeezing every minute, but creating space for rest and focus. Here are some techniques. 1. Time blocking. Allocate specific blocks of time for different tasks or activities, including breaks. This reduces multitasking and increases focus. 2. The Pomodoro technique. Work in focused intervals, typically 25 minutes, followed by a 5-minute break. After 4 cycles, take a longer break. This method boosts productivity and prevents burnout. 3. Saying no. Learning to say no to non-essential requests protects your time and energy, reducing overwhelm. 4. Planning your day the night before. Spend a few minutes each evening planning your next day's tasks and priorities. This prepares your mind and reduces morning stress. Managing distractions. Distractions fragment your attention and increase stress. To stay calm and productive, turn off unnecessary notifications on your phone and computer. Create a dedicated workspace free of clutter. Set boundaries with people around you during focused work times. Embracing flexibility and self-compassion. Even with the best plans, unexpected things happen. Rigidly sticking to a schedule or punishing yourself for missed goals can increase stress rather than reduce it. Practice flexibility, adjust your plans when needed, and be kind to yourself. Remember, goal setting and time management are tools to support your calm, not sources of pressure. Summary of Chapter 9. Clear, realistic goals give direction and reduce anxiety. Use the SMART framework to set effective goals. Break big goals into small, manageable tasks. Prioritize tasks using tools like the Eisenhower matrix. Use time management techniques like time blocking and the Pomodoro technique. Minimize distractions to maintain focus and calm. Practice flexibility and self-compassion to handle setbacks without stress. By mastering goal setting and time management, you regain control over your life and reduce the chaos that fuels stress. This clarity and structure create a strong foundation for lasting calmness. In the next and final chapter, we will explore how to cultivate daily habits that reinforce calmness and peace of mind every single day. Chapter 10. Cultivating daily habits for lasting calmness. Calmness is not a one-time achievement, it's a lifelong practice. It's the small, consistent habits you build every day that ultimately shape your inner peace and emotional resilience. In this final chapter, we'll explore how to develop daily habits that nurture calmness in your mind, body, and spirit, helping you face life's challenges with grace, patience, and strength. Why daily habits matter. Our habits define who we are. Whether positive or negative, they form the framework of our daily experience. When you intentionally cultivate habits that support calmness, you're rewiring your brain and training your nervous system to respond more peacefully to stress. Unlike motivation, which can fluctuate, habits create automatic behaviors that require less effort and decision-making, making calmness your natural default state. Morning rituals to start your day. Calmly. How you begin your day sets the tone for everything that follows. Establishing a morning ritual centered around calmness can transform your mindset and energy. Some ideas for a calming morning routine include gentle stretching or yoga, awakens your body and releases tension. Mindful breathing or meditation grounds your mind before the day begins. Gratitude journaling focuses your attention on positive aspects of your life. Avoiding screens first thing reduces stress from news or social media overload. By dedicating even 10 to 15 minutes each morning to these practices, you prime yourself for a calmer, more focused day. Evening rituals to unwind and recharge. Just as mornings matter, so do evenings. A calming evening routine helps your body and mind relax, improves sleep quality, and prepares you for the next day. Consider these evening habits: limiting screen time before bed. Blue light interferes with melatonin, the sleep hormone. Reading a calming book or listening to soothing music creates a peaceful atmosphere. Reflecting on the day. Write down what went well and what you learned without judgment. Gentle stretches or a warm bath relieves physical tension. These rituals tell your body it's time to rest, reducing stress hormones and promoting restorative sleep. Physical habits that support calmness. Your body and mind are deeply connected. Taking care of your physical health naturally supports emotional calm. Key habits include regular exercise, releases endorphins and reduces anxiety. Even walking or light movement can help. Balanced nutrition. Foods rich in omega-3s, magnesium, and antioxidants support brain health. Adequate hydration. Dehydration can increase feelings of stress and fatigue. Consistent sleep schedule. A well-rested brain manages stress better. Incorporating these habits into your daily routine strengthens your foundation for calmness. Mental habits for emotional balance. Building mental habits that encourage calmness involves practicing awareness and choosing how you respond to thoughts and emotions. Try these strategies. Pause before reacting. When triggered, take a deep breath and count to 5 before responding. Positive self-talk. Replace negative or catastrophic thoughts with realistic, compassionate ones. Letting go of perfectionism. Accept that mistakes are part of growth and don't define your worth. Regular gratitude practice. Focus on what's going well to shift your mindset away from stress. Over time, these mental habits build resilience and reduce emotional volatility. Social habits to foster calm relationships. The people you surround yourself with influence your emotional state. Cultivating calm social habits enhances your peace. Set healthy boundaries. Communicate your needs and limits clearly. Practice active listening. Give others your full attention and respond with empathy. Spend time with positive influences. Seek out supportive, calm individuals. Limit exposure to toxic people or environments. Protect your energy. Healthy social habits create a supportive environment for lasting calmness. Tracking your progress and celebrating small wins. Building habits takes time and patience. Keep track of your daily practices in a journal or app. Celebrate small successes. Each day you choose, calmness is a victory. Remember, setbacks are normal. When you slip up, treat yourself with kindness and refocus on your habits. Summary of Chapter 10. Calmness is built through consistent daily habits in your morning, evening, physical, mental, and social life. Morning and evening rituals prime your mind and body for calmness. Physical health habits support emotional balance. Mental habits like pausing, positive self-talk, and gratitude strengthen resilience. Calm social habits foster supportive relationships. Tracking progress and self-compassion help maintain your practice. By cultivating these daily habits, you create a sustainable foundation of calmness that carries you through life's ups and downs. Remember, calmness is a journey, not a destination. Each day is a new opportunity to nurture your inner peace. Thank you for joining this journey through How to Stay Calm by Assets Investor. May your path be peaceful, strong, and calm.